Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. Daddy, let me in. If not, I'm breaking in. I'm breaking in. I'm breaking in.
Show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish? I told him it ain't practice it. I'm about to fill you up with status. Rock up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event and boxing in it. As the time been ticking, I've been out here playing my position. I'm about to get it now. Ain't no one about to block the hit. Cause someday, I'm someone to tell me I'm someone doing alright. Somewhere, somebody got someone is somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. Hey, I'm only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so taxi, leave the meter on. First time you out in Cali, never tried no this strong, so you gon' have some stories to tell when you take it back home and tell them one time, Snowy always showed you what it's like. Leave you sleepy like the call the umpire. Get you out and get you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings. In today's game, we've got two teams who come in with opposite records on the season. It's the Colts going up against the Vikings. A year ago, our commentators would have been freezing outside. Now they're in a warm booth in a brand new stadium. As we say hello to our guys in Minneapolis, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, in 2 years' time, it will host Super Bowl 52. You get a look inside the impressive new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. First down throw for Bridgewater. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it left side. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Kyle Rudolph doing his job and making another nice catch. Come on, it's the month of December. You knew he was going to be there, right?
I knew you were going to go there. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One thing that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming out of blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now it's Luck. Buying time to his left. And he's got Moncrief. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
James. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
In motion right, Dorsett. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's Luck. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Their big tight end with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a gain of 21 that time. And that leads to a Minnesota first down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already, battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make it more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him.
Over the middle here to Rudolph. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Time running out here on the play clock. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Robert Mathis was an undersized defensive end who transitioned to outside linebacker. No matter where he plays, he's fast.
Second down, Bridgewater. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Colts a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They run it with James. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Throwing left side, it's complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's James. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do. It was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
A 2nd down carry for Ferguson. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now Love. Now a hit, and Love lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Bridgewater now on second down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's brought down. So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bridgewater on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Give him 2 yards on that play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On third down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater forced out to his left. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with the football. And the Colts coming out now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out in the pistol. On the ground, it's James. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Easy.
They'll fake it. Now Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Gore back there as the lone setback. Now Luck. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's brought down after a good gain.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On first down, it's Locke. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarter.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fresh set of downs here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They come up in an offset eye. On 1st and 10, Locke. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
2nd down following the incompletion. To the air, Luck on 2nd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play fake to Gore. It's locked. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And now out comes Minnesota. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Get ready! Wide 80! Wide 80! Wide 90!
Final play of the half. Bridgewater's out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. That doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
Here's Locke. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 23 yards on the play.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's brought down. Roughing the passer. That's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Partner, I know that play didn't work very well, but an old New York Giants quarterback taught me a lesson a long time ago. Sometimes running the draw actually takes courage and play calling. You're actually setting something up for later in the game, and just because it was unsuccessful then doesn't mean it won't be successful later.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Bridgewater to throw it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And Rudolph has it left side. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come up in an offset eye. They come out here in the eye. Here's McKinnon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down following the run. The second down throw for Bridgewater. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On first down, it's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Luck now on second down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Third and long. It's Luck. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Pat McAfee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Just 1 yard to go here on second down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Bridgewater now on second down. And Diggs has it. And he's brought down. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Second down, Bridgewater. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Let's go.
And the back goes into motion. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Let's go. Wide 80. Force. Dagger. Force. Get ready.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Screen play, McKinnon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. So we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, that play's a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. 2nd and 10, Luck again. He's got time in the pocket. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Shift together here from the D-line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And there they went crossing route against his own defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their big tight end with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And now a timeout's going to be called here. I think it was by the defense. It was. And that's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. Luck will try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Johnson's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Bridgewater now from the 50. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater being chased out left. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up, no crazy plays, and they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So here comes the trusty, battle-tested Adam Vinatieri for a big kick. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Locke. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their big tight end. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.